Y'all doing?
Live, y'all. Howdy, howdy.
How y'all
The
doing
rest
this
of the crew
evening?
is coming.
Yep, everybody is coming. James is working on dinner, but he will, Lord willing, be here pretty soon.
Carlos,
Dang, he's already on?
give us our, tell us how our audio sounds. Video's looking pretty good.
Yep.
Lighting's good. Our upload is like 12, so we should be good. Should be. Stephanie's from
be.
Texas. We're from Texas.
There you go.
Good having y'all on tonight.
Let me turn off this Wi-Fi and junk on here.
We are very thankful for our subscribers.
Yeah. This is a 70,000 subscriber
Celebration.
So,
And we're going to let people
let me bring you
on before we
bring y'all in here a little bit closer.
before we start making our announcements.
Yeah. Yep. This week was a more cooler type week.
Man, the weather is, it's beautiful. I did a lot of ground layers, so we should, if I can stabilize these roots, I should have a really decent chunk of trees to sell come November, December on the website. So I have a good chunk of fig trees to sell.
Good junk?
A good chunk.
Chunk.
A good chunk.
Good chunk.
And so first off, we'll make the announcement. So as we announced last week, every live stream, during the live stream, we have 10% off
Site-wide.
everything on the site.
On the website.
On the website, TheTexasBoys.com. The discount code is 70K.
70K.
That'll get you 10% off. Our honey's back in stock.
All of it.
And we've already gotten
if
13
if you
honey
want,
orders
yeah,
today.
if you want honey,
13 or 14.
y'all are gonna literally. We almost sold
you
out.
really should do it during the live stream.
Yeah,
and you will get
70K.
Yeah.
Dad can put the code in there.
Yeah,
but
70K.
Yeah, us boys worked for like 5 hours yesterday, getting all the honey all ready. And then Mom worked really, really hard with James again.
How's the sound, y'all? Somebody says they can't hear us.
Okay. Let's see. Can everybody hear us?
Mike's red. Let us know 5x5.
Yeah. I don't want to keep talking if it doesn't. Hey, y'all. Good to see you.
James is on.
Just you. Congratulations. Okay.
Harway Farms. Thanks for being on.
If we sell out of honey, we will be getting it back in stock within 2 weeks. And it says that on the site.
Yes, yep. I ordered last week and it still hasn't shipped yet.
Yep. Yeah, it takes us.
Takes us a while to.
Yeah. It takes us about an average of 2 weeks to get stuff shipped out. This week was. Not always. Most of that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, like. Yes. What was it? 2 days ago, we were getting out orders that were just placed like 2 days before. So we were really getting them out. Just sometimes it does take a little bit longer on certain stuff.
And we want to have our inventory accurate, but sometimes it overlaps.
Sometimes,
and that's when it's a booger bear. Yep. So we apologize. But we also do say on our website, I mean, we're a family, y'all, and we're just kind of doing 80,000 different things. And we are, we're committed to our customers. Yeah. But sometimes it's just they're spinning lots of plates.
And on top of because I was telling Dad, I was like, man,
you don't have to sign in to purchase.
No, you don't,
Cassie. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, sound listening within your
when we pack it, and you'll get a notification of shipment.
Come here, pretty lady.
I will.
She's looking very.
Yeah, when we pack it and we print out the label, we mark it as fulfilled, and when we do that, it should send you an email.
And we're getting real fancy, y'all. We have like a little digital label printer.
And it prints it out in like 2 seconds, and then you can slap it on there, and it looks real professional. And then we got do not kick this box like a football. No, we don't have, but it's just like handle with care.
We still get the candles. We're working on.
All right, here people are.
Come
on, James.
You'll understand.
He's jumping in a shower.
You kind of understand plastics a little bit when you try to ship stuff, especially with disgruntled employees.
Do we have a cricket? No, we don't have a cricket, and we don't eat crickets. So.
No, we got this cool little. I don't know what it's called, but it's a cool little. It's just a label printer.
It's
not
label.
a Cricut. We just use an old fashioned little. I think it's like Dymo or something.
Yeah,
It's just like you type in the text and it prints out the little label. I know they have handheld Cricuts too, but we just haven't got that fancy yet.
Don't know.
Not sure.
So
Anyway, yeah. The other cool thing is that we've been posting daily.
Cool?
No, not super cool.
I trained him. I just got to work on Texas Mom now.
Yeah. So it's like a challenge, not trying to use super cool. But he does use literally and some other words that we can't say.
You know what's interesting? I use literally a lot, and I noticed that a lot of people literally use literally a lot.
That's true.
And when they say, I'm like, whoa, so it's not just me.
It's literally.
Howdy. So do you want to do the weekend review?
Well, I was gonna tell them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been posting daily, pretty much daily, for 45 days now, straight. We don't post on Sunday, but I make up that day by posting 2 videos on Saturday, having a live stream, and then having our normal video. So anyway, that's awesome. Carlos, I'm not going to say super cool, literally, totally.
Carlos likes to bang on you for using parentheses.
I know, but bro, that's like the only thing, like, I don't know, it just makes the thumbnails look a little bit more spicy or something. I don't know.
It's our YouTube style, Carlos.
It's our style. There's certain people have styles for their titles and stuff like that.
So did you do your big announcement that we're at 70,000?
Yes.
Well, it's on the thumbnail.
But there's 100 people on here, and yes, we hit 70,000 this morning. I filmed it.
Thank you.
Rolling over, and now we already are like at 70,700, I think now.
Thank you.
So that's awesome.
Super cool.
Get your honey, super cool. Somebody just placed an order. Thank you.
Thanks for the
Where the
order.
hell? I just made that
Yes,
noise
hey,
for that.
I'm gonna make the announcement. Please don't give us any super chats
No,
during this.
no.
Go buy yourself
No.
something. We would
And-
much prefer
yeah,
if you go
yeah.
buy something for
Yeah.
yourself from the website. We
Absolutely.
have brand new wax melts over
Absolutely.
there.
Yes, those are super cool.
There's
You should talk
And
about
that's because of the whole breaking candle thing.
Yes.
I hope,
Yes.
we're still doing candles.
we are
We
still
are
doing
still-
candles, but it's
Yeah,
so
but now we
frustrating.
have wax melts. They are organic wax, and on top of that, the soy wax is grown in America, and
It's the
just-
same.
yeah.
It's the exact same products that we've been using for the candles.
Yeah.
It's just that we're
we absolutely love it. Doing
pouring
it
it into the little
wax melt trays. Yep.
trays instead and making y'all wax
Yeah.
melts, because a lot of people, you can't burn candles all the time.
No,
Sometimes
no,
there's
yeah.
a time
No,
and
and
place
ours
for,
get left on. Ours get left burning and
All
it
night
can
long?
Be
Yeah,
bad.
That's bad.
I'm always getting on
yeah.
the Texas boys for leaving candles.
So it's all the same exact ingredients, same exact.
Yeah.
It's going to be 16 ounces, so you can buy a 16-ounce candle, or you can buy
Yep.
5 packs. We're selling them in 5 packs of the little wax
Okay,
melts.
we don't want this to be a commercial.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Trying to keep you in the 411,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just excited. We've done a lot of work on the website this week.
Beeswax, we're not it's very challenging to harvest
Yeah.
beeswax from your own hives,
Yeah.
and beeswax is very expensive. It may be a thing down the road in the future.
It's just
but-
not something
Yeah,
that we're
the crazy thing
It's,
is I was talking to my bee mentor pretty much, and I was wondering if I could buy wax from him, and he's like, the funniest thing is nobody actually thinks about it in this way, but he's like, really, the wax is the most valuable material that the bees actually produce, not the honey, but the wax, because it's a very interesting thing. The bees actually have to have nectar in their stomachs for 3 days before they produce wax. So if they're going out and filling up their stomachs with nectar, right, and then they come back and then they have room in the comb to fill it up with that nectar to make honey that we eat. But if they have an excess of it, then it will stay in their stomachs, and if it stays in there for 3 days, they will start making new wax. And you don't just there's not oodles of wax everywhere. Like every time I go out there and check on them, I might get a little tiny ball of wax. And normally you don't want to take that away from them because it takes them, it it's a lot of effort for the bees to make the wax. So normally I'll just kind of roll it up in a ball and leave it on the top of the hive or inside the hive somewhere, so then the bees can go and take it and patch up some certain areas and stuff like that. So yes, that is a cowhide that Buddy did. That was our first ever Longhorn that I think we took to the butcher, and that we had the hide hung on the wall like that. Yeah. And Buddy did all that, so that was awesome.
Somebody should harvest my earwax. That probably wouldn't smell really good in a
yeah, there was a show done with that, and they did that for a candle.
Yeah, I think that was like a
Mythbusters.
thing.
It was a Mythbusters. That was really gross too. It was probably one of the grossest episodes of Mythbusters. Yeah, I remember that.
Freedom! Yo, freedom.
Yo.
I love the screen names. Freedom. I used to know a guy named Wisdom.
Okay, so do you want to go back through the week videos?
Alrighty. So 7 days ago, warning from a NASA scientist.
But we talked about that one last week.
Oh, true, because that was Saturday.
Yes,
Sorry, 7 days ago. Sorry. All right. Warning from Brandon.
What?
Yeah, that's Brandon. You know, Brandon.
Sloppy Joe Brandon.
Sloppy Joe Brandon.
No.
Yeah, warning from Brandon.
Sorry.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job talking. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. There was some spots that we didn't even notice until I went and edited it, and then Dad sat down and watched it with me, and I'm like wow.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come again?
It was a pretty impressive reading of the
words
off the
telly
that he did there. I mean, we got to give him credit where credit's due. He did really good there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was very interesting.
I mean, I don't know if there's any words for
I
that.
don't know.
I don't know if how much we want to dive into
all
all
of that. The world is a circus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dog face pony soldier. Exactly.
Yeah, I just, we certainly don't want to make fun of him.
It was eerie. No.
They're making fun of us, y'all.
Yeah,
that's
real.
my whole thing.
I mean, we're the joke. We're the brunt of the joke.
CNN made the background hot pink. I don't doubt it. That's a bad color grade.
Hey, buddy.
And
how you doing, buddy?
Actually, somebody was like, why did it all of a sudden, turn green? It's because I was mentioning, why does he look so green? And then I was like, watch this, Dad. And I just put an effect to make him look even greener than he was. And I was
he definitely did look green, y'all.
It was
pretty weird.
It was a very weird
And I
hue.
make the lizard joke people. I make the lizard people joke.
Yeah.
It's
a
David Icke knock.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
We don't,
It's just a joke. Anyway.
We don't buy into the lizard theory,
all right?
It seems like it could be plausible.
Yeah.
Although.
Yeah. All right, classic Texas Boys vlog drought. What did we do on that video? I'm trying to remember what we even did on
Benjamin has 5 hives. All right.
Oh,
you
went over to the ranch.
We went over to the ranch.
Cows.
Yep, fed the cows. We actually let the cows back up front into the front pasture with the horses, of course, because the grass was like a foot tall. And soon we will be putting them in the back again and feeding them hay. And just keeping them on a rotation.
On that video, James was showing you.
Oh, there he is. There's James.
His shop build. He just he had to run out and
it's really neat. Quick. We have the access door to the shop studio / and we have the ping pong table in there right now.
Yes.
And we're waiting on our drywall contractor to randomly show up and hang the drywall.
Yeah, the boys were gonna hang.
Thank you, Casey Davis.
They were going to hang. What is that called? Like beadboard, like they did.
No, we were going to do milled boards.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was the first.
It was just going to be a crazy amount of work.
And we just need to get into that garage. Like when we built that garage, we had no idea that it was ever going to be a YouTube studio and web supply store. We had no idea. So
absolutely not.
We're really thankful that we built it a few years back, and it's really nice that it is right off of the house.
Very nice.
So We can just walk now.
And it's all spray foamed and everything, so
yeah, it's nice and
it won't cost much to have that AC or anything.
Very minimal.
And we did put the ping pong table out there, so we've been enjoying that until the sheetrock guys come and sheetrock it. So we just opted. It was way cheaper to pay the neighbor to sheetrock.
Yeah. We just went up the road, like half a mile up the road, and we just stopped by and we're like, "Do you do sheetrock?" And he was like, "I'm the best at it." And we're like, "Okay, you're hired." So, and then the Lord blessed us this week with, weirdly, we got all the sheetrock for it for like $100.
That's crazy.
I don't know how that happened.
It was a crazy deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1/4 of the price.
It was amazing.
That's James.
Yeah.
James is always wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway,
he's the finder.
So we are really working on that. James worked on that. Well, y'all have been working on that, getting it all emptied out. It's totally empty now, except for a ping pong table and put
drywall.
sheetrock.
Yeah, we put the sheetrock in
30
there.
sheets of sheetrock.
Yeah.
And the door's in place now. James did that, so that was really great. So anyway, so that was the shop update. And the big shop, he's still working on that, getting all that done. You spent, well, James and Buddy spent all morning milling while you edited and posted the video today. Yep. And then you went out.
I spent like 5 hours on the
Sawmill.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about that. So I went out there and then I looked at the blade and I was like, this blade looks like it's riding too, like in front, like a little too forward on the wheel. So then I went ahead and, like a smarty pants, I went ahead and then moved it backwards a little bit without turning on the machine. And then I spun it around 20 times like you should, and then I was like, it should go back a little bit more. So then I adjusted it again a little bit, and then I was like, it would be perfect if I would just do it one more time. So then I did that, and then I'm like, it's perfect now, and I spun it a little bit, and it looked perfectly fine, and it was riding perfectly. So I put the log on there, and I filmed it, of course. Put the log on there, and then I start going, and then all of a sudden, I just see the blade just what goes whoop and just slides back. It doesn't hop off or do anything dramatic because I was still a little apprehensive of it, so I was just going a little bit slow, and then I was like, dang it. So then I had to adjust it forward a little bit, and then I had to adjust it forward a little bit again and again. So then I adjusted it 3 more times to go forward. So then I practically just wasted an hour. I was back to square one, and I was like, wow, that was really silly. I should have just went ahead and gone for it. So yeah, so then I milled for about 4 hours after jacking around with the blade. I got 4 cedar logs milled up for a fellow Texan, and he's very, very happy. And I'll be posting that video too. It's how just like running a little sawmill business of my own. So that's pretty neat. And it's kind of awesome that the boys are learning how to run the sawmill and everything like that, and I don't have to be out there, and they can do it all as well.
That's wonderful. Super wonderful. Okay, so I think we're caught up on that. We've got lots of projects going on here. Constant, just like every homestead. It's just constant projects. And I can tell you one of the biggest
3D printed meat.
One of the biggest blessings we ever got was that sawmill, because it just saves a fortune.
And I think that sawmill, I don't know, like I checked on it like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and I think it already had gone up from like, I think it went up like $700 in price, but it's probably more than that now.
For all the new people, what kind of sawmill do you have?
I have the Woodland Mills HM130 Max. And right now it's like the biggest sawmill that Woodland Mills sells. And I think they're coming out next year with like a 65-inch one, which is just nuts. But I've really been liking mine. And I'm pretty close to owning it for about a year now, which is pretty cool. And I put about, I think the last time I checked on the little Doppler thing, it was like 35 hours. Of milling, which I haven't really done a lot of milling with it.
No, because it's too hot right now in the summertime. So.
Yep. It's slow.
Thank you, Joe. Joe just bought some honey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, all right, the next one was warning from a major general. You can talk about that.
Smedley Butler, Smedley Butler wrote a book called War's a Racket, and he basically exposed the military-industrial complex, and this was way before Eisenhower.
Can I have
Jonathan? This was way before Eisenhower said anything about the military-industrial complex. But it's kind of a... We keep distributing this information because these historical components reveal is that not much has changed in the last 150 years or so, and it's kind of been the same. So what that does is it kind of destroys this modern paradigm of government in general, and a much of the illusions that have been created by the military-industrial complex, the mass media, like this general consensus, this right-wing general consensus is that the media has been co-opted recently. But, and everybody says, if we could just get back to Walter Cronkite, when the news was just the news. But people fail to realize that Walter Cronkite was he was a Luciferian. He was a Blavatsky. He was a Lucis Trust dude. So yeah, he was not a good person, and he was not giving us fair and balanced news. Just like Fox News is not giving us fair and balanced news. So there's nothing new under the sun, and all of this co-opted, and so everybody always says, hey, what documentaries should we watch? Start with James Corbett, The Corbett Report.
Yeah, he's really
World
good.
War I, World War II, How Big Oil Conquered the World, and then he talks about big data, and he has 2 parts on Al Qaeda, and tomorrow they're going to be launching his part 3 on Al Qaeda, and it's incredibly relevant and timely to everything, and the green agenda, and the Rona, and all this stuff. So it's incredibly timely and relevant. And the reason it's timely and the reason it's relevant is it's the same playbook. They change the usual suspects, they change the crisis, but it's the same exact process, and it's the same exact people, places, and things. And it's the same exact alphabet agencies and all that different stuff. So.
And I think that one of the big reasons that we started sharing some of these type of reaction videos and watch along videos is because we were getting so much feedback from y'all saying that, like, I want to watch something with my kids.
Lisa, Texas mom, Lisa is upset because you keep getting interrupted. But continue.
We interrupt each other all the time. We all interrupt each other, and if we don't interrupt each other, we will forget what we're trying to say.
Exactly.
So it's just the way that it is. It happens more when we're on camera.
Yeah, it does.
Because you're trying to think something, and then while somebody else is speaking, you're like, oh, I'm trying to remember that. I'm going to forget it. And then when they finally stop talking, you're like, I forgot
it.
So
that happens at least 3 times during one of those sit down react videos. I'm like, oh, that's really good. Okay, let me try to remember that.
So you're cutting each other off because...
And I get like this. I'll okay, remember this thought. And I'll put up a finger.
So
and you'll
hard.
see me do that in the live stream. I'll be like, okay, remember.
I know. But you're listening to what the other person's saying, and then you're forgetting. And it's the pressure of being videoed. It's not like you got all night to sit around and be like, oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to tell you. You only have, half an hour or whatever to do it, So anyway, but what I was trying to get at was that y'all have been asking us for so long to share just some of the documentaries, some of the things that we watch as a family. How do we teach our kids, like history, science, different current world events, different things that are going on? How do we do this? And it seems that there is it's either fear-monger stuff that's just total fear-mongering, and we don't abide in that. No. We don't want to partake in just the fear-mongering. Even if it is the end of the world, we're not going to live there in fear. That's just not something that we want to promote or anything like that. So But the other piece of that is that we want to give y'all a place that you can come to and you can watch as a family, and it's clean, which is why we bleeped out a lot of the different words and things like that too.
And just so y'all know, the reason why we do bleep some stuff as well is not just for that, but it's because as you upload it, the AI scrubs the video. Yeah. And if you leave in some keywords, it will just hang up or they'll snuff it out. Right. So that's welcome to 1984.
We've had videos get fact checked for 2 to 3 hours.
Right.
And the weird thing about today's video is that I went through and beeped out the words or whatever, just to make it more appropriate for people too. It's cleaner.
If you have children around or you're trying to listen to it with somebody else, like
and then somebody else is like, "What in the world are you watching?"
Listening
exactly.
Yeah, it's just not
it's just nicer. Yeah, and and certain words are just trigger words, and you can't use them on YouTube, or you'll just get clouded, like the V word, or the poke. So you normally just. Or the Rona, so you just bleep those out, you know.
Thanks for Cody in the comments. That does help too, because we don't want to get flagged. And I mean, we just want to share good information and have a good, clean place that you can come to. You're not going to hear cursing. You're not going to hear inappropriate gestures. You can watch it with your teens or even your younger children around. A lot of it's just going to go over their head. They're not going to understand. You know. But at least it's not going to be nasty words and things that you don't want to, you know, take in. And that is the problem with a lot of the truth stuff, right? With that whole, you know, when you're trying to watch truthful history documentaries and science documentaries, or current events are just horrible, you know, it's just like, okay, well, what he's saying is absolutely true, but
even like that What Is a Woman documentary, it was very well done, and it was very thought-provoking and everything, but some of the images are so pukifying. Oh man,
some of it's pretty bad. I mean, it'll give you bad dreams for the next couple nights. You're just like, man, you're just tormented by it. And little kids,
they can't watch
that's not something
it's a little much
we want to do. You know, you have to. We want our kids to be aware of what's going on and have their eyes wide open to what's going on, but there is a way to present information that's not defiling too. So that's our hope with sharing these videos.
So the next video, which you are going to have to talk a little bit more about and answer some
a lot of answering.
You have you have to answer for this.
Warning.
Why are you trying to kill poor people? The Bible says thou shalt not murder.
Okay, let's do the title of the video.
My Bible says thou shalt not kill, but I don't want to get into the weeds.
All right. Warning. Poison in the food. 4 foods. I think it was 4 foods not to buy or something like that. Yeah. It was our grocery haul.
It was just then on top of that we've been eating for a long time.
Yeah, but then we were just pointing out some poisons that were in them. So
I found out.
Go ahead.
Thanks to a couple of lovely people that follow our channel.
Subscribers.
We learn all kinds of stuff from y'all all the time.
Yeah, like every day.
You share all these things. I read through all those comments, especially with the grocery. I mean, we just learned about vanilla beans tonight. Like
grade B, that was a sweet trick.
I learned this.
That grade B are less aromatic, but they're much more flavorful.
What's aromatic?
So that grade A smell real good, but they don't make good vanilla extract.
Right.
I only know how Texas mom likes
vanilla
her extract.
But they all tease me that I drink vanilla extract. It's the joke.
It's a fun joke.
It's a family joke. Inside joke.
Inside joke. Inside baseball.
All right. So go ahead and tell the people.
Explain yourself why you want to poison.
Because there's 500 comments on that video.
Let me get to the point.
You want to kill poor people.
So
tell them.
A few of you lovely, wonderful people shared with me that this additive has been added into mayonnaise and other canned goods. It's called EDTA.
Yes. True.
And so I started looking at our food, right? That's what you do, right? So I said, oh my, it's in our Duke's mayonnaise. Well, I have like 30 jars of Duke's mayonnaise because we've been stocking back up on it. I've had buku jars over the last several years of it. At times, there's been 30 jars in there. That's kind of what fits in my pantry in that shelf. And so I was like, oh, it does have it in there. Okay. I mean, we've been eating it forever.
Yeah.
And we don't have any side effects.
200
we
people.
Haven't died.
That's a first.
Hey, this is our first live stream with 200 people. Thanks, y'all.
New record.
Tell all your friends. Oh, there it goes.
Bye-bye.
Come on, do it again.
So...
Sorry, we interrupted you.
Yeah. And so I just, I was thinking out loud on a video. And I said... I don't know what I'm going to do with all this mayonnaise. I guess I'll maybe try to take it back to the store and see if they'll give me credit for it, but I'm not expecting that. I mean, obviously with food stuff, you know, stores are funny, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want them to take a loss.
No.
It's good mayonnaise. Here's the thing, guys. I started buying the mayonnaise because it's good mayonnaise. It doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. It doesn't have a lot of the nasty stuff. Yes, it has soybean oil in it.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
But
True.
For the price,
how dare you?
For our big family, right? I bought plant-based in the past, whatever. It was a good price.
You don't have to explain yourself.
I've been using it for years, okay? But it's a healthier option for that price point. And it's
There's
simple.
top ramen in food pantries, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
Relax.
So I just said I might take it back to the
Your
grocery
bread.
store and see if they'll take it back. I don't expect them to take it back.
All right.
Or B, I'll feed it to the chickens because
You can't feed it to the chickens. You're
been
going to eat the
eating
egg.
it.
All right, let's pause here.
We've been eating it for years.
Dad,
it's not
me
a
and Dad
thing.
right now are going to talk about how comments work and how your decisions in life work. Remember how we were talking about it? If you do one
She
thing,
said there's
then they'll
ramen
say one
in my
thing.
pantry right
We
now.
Yes.
We should say this though.
Okay, what?
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you don't have your own YouTube channel, I want to break it down for you.
Yes.
Social media, right? And first off, I'm exclusively convinced that the predominance of the people with ideas and thoughts on social media are completely disconnected from their own comments because a lot of them are stuck in a room, a dimly lit room, and they never go outside. But anyway.
Okay, back to the mayonnaise. Okay, back to the mayonnaise. So I have to. People were telling
I'm addicted to MSG.
I was going to hell this week because
Yes.
They literally said,
I said
she was going to
I
go
was
to
gonna
hell.
go to hell
y'all.
because I was going
Wow.
to give it to the chickens, which
Is that good
was
news for
really
modern
bad.
man?
We've
know.
been eating this forever, guys.
We
It's
actually
not-
have
okay.
been,
And then
yeah.
and then the third option, which was the
Eat the mayo.
This was
you poor people.
This was the one that I gave 3 options: take it back to the store,
Yep.
feed it to the chickens, or maybe I'll just donate it to a food pantry. I thought that
How
was
could you?
I thought that was a nice option, right? Because
You're a terrible person.
there's like 30 big jars of mayo,
Wow.
and it's
Terrible.
not bad.
You are terrible.
Mayo, it's better. It's what
It's-
we've been eating for years now, right?
Great.
Way better than most. It's
But-
not cheap either.
No.
That comment
No, it's not.
literally was like,
Hundreds of comments. y'all.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Like,
was
thou
so
shalt
bad.
not murder. You're poisoning poor people.
it was so
With mayo.
bad.
With mayo.
It was so bad. It was like,
Duke's
how
mayo.
could you?
Expensive
It's
mayo.
expensive
Oh.
mayo. It's not junky like Miracle Whip. I mean, it's like...
Whatever. I mean, I grew up on Miracle Whip.
Not to mention
and
the
I
EDTA is a
didn't die of that
chelator,
either.
and people
I mean,
take it as a supplement.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
still, the
So-
jury's out that it's
So
even
then
bad for you.
I started
Yeah.
answering people saying, okay, there were some people in the comments informing me that EDTA is not like the worst thing in the world, that they use it for different things. I mean, if you want to stop buying it,
Yeah.
stop buying it, but it's not,
It's still murder.
it's whatever, right? It could go either way, right? So I was like, oh, maybe
You are a doctor, Dr. Crispy, so you would know.
maybe I'll just keep
Give us
my-
any more.
wait.
Give us more medical advice.
So I said, I started answering all these horrible comments that I was getting, that I was a murderer, that I was going to stand before God.
Yep, you're going to hell.
How could I think about these poor people, giving them this horrible manners? I didn't even know where I was whatever. And then I said, I'm just going to keep my mayo. And then to that, we had a really funny time the next day or so. Do you want to tell them the song we were singing? I'm gonna keep my mayo.
I'm gonna keep my mayo.
I don't get it. I don't get the jingle.
Thankfully, I'm glad you don't get it. We're 80s kids.
I don't have it.
We've been polluted with all that pop music.
That is really bad. We don't listen to that music anymore. But don't kill the chickens. I know. They were telling me about...
You tried to ignore them, but on the 189th comment about
killing
poor people with Duke's mayo.
My chickens were gonna have...
While that person's typing it and they're eating Walmart mayo with a spoon out of the plastic container.
My chickens were gonna have my chickens were gonna have deformed chicks and dead chicks because I was gonna give them. Look, guys, we've been eating the mayo forever. Anyway, whatever. I'm keeping it. Yeah. That's the big announcement. Maybe I should make a separate video this coming week.
I'm keeping my poisoned food.
I'm gonna keep.
We're gonna eat
my
the
mayo.
Poison food.
I'm gonna keep.
I told the one person we're keeping the mayo.
Next topic.
And we are going to poison ourselves.
God. It's so bad. It's
as
so bad.
Retribution for wanting to kill poor
I'm not
people.
gonna keep buying it. I'm going to, switch over. Totally. I got the Kensingtons. We're gonna make our own. It's a lot of drama. With YouTube, there's a lot of drama.
Yes.
We don't engage in the drama, but it's a lot. You say
She's
one little
gonna kill
thing.
her family.
We don't smoke weed, all right? Relax.
Okay. What's next?
We do offer a very high quality CBD coffee.
Yes.
So please check out our website.
Really good.
And it's all direct sourced coffee and locally grown and extracted CBD, bro.
Yes, it is.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's very good. And the
it's
coffee
it's not artificial
smooth.
CBD. It's all organic, and the coffee is
super
smooth.
And there's
super smooth.
Really high quality testing that goes on with it. And it is local right here, grown, organic, handpicked from a farmer in our county.
Yep.
And then our local coffee brewer guy.
What does CBD actually mean?
He buys it from him.
It is
cannabis.
Yeah, it's cannabinoids. So CBD is the cannabinoid extracted from the cannabis plant.
It's the oil, right?
Yeah,
he said, "Eat it."
And it's doesn't have the THC in it, y'all.
Yeah,
right. It just has the beneficial stuff in it, but not that. So.
Thank you, Albert.
But there's no heavy metals or anything in the CBD that we are getting. I guess there was an article that came out this week saying about some of these CBD products. They're finding that there's heavy metals in them. There's different impurities in them that you really wouldn't want. But
Tringo says put the CBD in the mayo.
There you go.
I like your
dude. This guy's thinking outside the box.
Yeah. You just
CBD mayo.
You can't think. I'm not going
CBD
back.
mayo.
We're not going back to it. I can't.
Keep that mayo.
I just felt like I had to give an answer for. I don't know why.
The 500 people literally that commented on that video.
They were ready to hang me up in a tree.
Literally.
It was pretty bad. Okay.
The next video is "The Queen is Dead. Warning from the King. The Green Agenda." The Green Agenda push will continue to accelerate. That video is now pretty much our fastest ever growing video. So that is awesome. So everybody's really been loving that. And you want to talk about that? Which was pretty nuts.
Yeah, about the King Charles. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
You're talking about the King Charles video?
King Charles video.
We actually, me and Matt filmed 2 videos.
Yes.
We filmed one video that will be coming out. It's a reaction video. It's
Monday.
a follow-up on Amos Miller, the Amish organic farmer. And we filmed that, and I said, I really want to cover this royal crown, this, British oligarchy stuff, this British crown stuff. but I'm concerned that if we touch this topic, it will get shadow banned or censored or whatever. And it was like 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah. And you were like,
and
let's
we had
just
all
do
folded
it.
it up, and we were like, let's do it. We're gonna do it now. Like,
it was awesome. It was kind of fun.
And I really like Dan Dix. I appreciate his information.
Yep.
He's very thorough. He covered a lot in Canada when a lot of the pastors were getting abused and mistreated by the government. And he puts out a lot of really good information, and he does a really great job. I appreciate the work that he's doing. So
I really didn't know like about the Queen or the King or anything, actually. Like, I've heard those names thrown around, but then like when they were like, oh, the Queen died, I was like, who? You know,
well, you know, and there's
like
this,
a little bit.
You
like,
know,
you were
British
something happened in your beehive.
Yeah, I was like, what? No, it's just, no. But,
they have a parliament now, and all the royal family are just figure heads and figure pieces, and I'm like, well, you know, if you read Tragedy and Hope, right, and you understand, you know, what Carol Quigley was talking about in his book Tragedy and Hope, and Rhodesia and Cecil Rhodes and all that stuff, and the Anglo-American establishment, it puts a lot of things in much better perspective about how the royal family is not as irrelevant as they are portrayed. And what happened in the 80s and the 90s in America is they became pop icons, you know, like with Diana and Charles, and you know how all the kids now with Prince Harry and Prince William and all this stuff, and they're all on the cover of some dopey rag mag at the supermarket or whatever. But that's all a psyop too. You know, they're super connected. They got mega deep Rothschild genes and all that stuff. So.
93 is...
No, don't say it. Don't.
You can read it for yourself. It's
Don't.
hilarious in the comments, but I won't say it.
It's not antagonizing.
No, we won't. Okay. But yeah, I learned a lot about that video because I had on a group chat that I'm on, they were like, "Oh yeah, the Queen's dead," and I didn't really have anything really to say about it. Some guys on there were sad about it, some people weren't, and I didn't really say anything about it.
I want to say it one time, Lizard Beast. Okay, I said it.
So I actually learned a lot through that video. That's really why I didn't say much through the video, because I was just learning it all for the first time. So that was pretty awesome.
Well, and I think the topic that y'all were discussing about what they were all intertwined with and stuff like that has been something that I know you have been real passionate about in the past few years with like human trafficking stuff and things like that. That's a topic that I know you personally like really have like, you know, you've studied up on a little bit and like, you know,
and there was like
different things and stuff because of that. So that's really, I mean, that's some deep.
Yeah, and it's tragic because we have all this woke CRT reparations junk when they want to try to talk about slavery and try to get reparations for something that happened 200 years ago when there's active slavery now and it just goes totally unmentioned while the Cray is asking while Kathy is trying to shine the Cray shoes and he wants stock options.
It's such a real life issue that, I mean, I think most of us on our cell phones, right, we get those notifications that, you know, little kids are getting kidnapped all over the place. And, you know, us being down here in Texas, we are closer to the border. So there's different hot spots all over the country, especially if you are, you know, within an hour or so of a major city. That's definitely hot spots for trafficking. And us being down here, especially with border issues, when border issues increase and get to be kind of like a really big issue, we will get warnings and notices from like local officials down here that like any, you know, women or children, just try to stay inside, stay close to your house, just be very aware of what's going on because the trafficking issue it's a real thing.
Yeah, Mark's talking about British Israelism where the Brits, you know, they try to claim that they're from the lineage of King David. It's a bunch of hooey. It's a bunch of nonsense. And that's where they get their right from God to sit on the throne, is from British Israelism. British Israelism is much like modern day Zionism from quote-unquote Christians that prescribe to dispensationalism, and how that the UN machination of the quote-unquote nation-state of Israel is a fulfillment of biblical prophecy, which it clearly isn't. I mean, we know what the UN's all about and what they do. We know that the Rothschilds actually helped establish the quote-unquote nation-state of Israel with the UN. And it's certainly not, you know. And then if you do some research on the Bolsheviks and the communists, you understand why the current nation-state of Israel is the progressive sodomite cesspool that it is today. So there you go. But,
yeah, no, nothing happened to Matt's queen bee. I was making a joke.
It was a joke.
It wasn't a joke.
It was a mom
but it
funny.
Was just a mom
joke.
Because he said he didn't understand when somebody said something happened to the queen.
Well,
Initially, his initial reaction was
like,
like, "What? What's going on?" Yeah, I said, "Oh, you thought it was about your beehive."
Yeah,
it was a funny mom joke. Not funny, but whatever.
Not funny, haha, funny, weird.
Sorry, I'm not saying anything else. Not making any more jokes.
Trying to see. Yeah, so the
233.
Woo, woo. So we got the Amos. Is that right? Amos Miller.
Yes.
Right, Amos. We got the Amos Miller React video,
and we have inside real information, and it's a real update.
Yeah, it's real update,
and it's going to completely and utterly abolish and debunk all those comments in the comments about, you know that his milk killed somebody, right?
All right, don't give away all.
I'm not giving away the secret sauce, y'all. But keep your ears peeled.
Monday. That's going
We're debunking y'all.
Monday around
real
12
research around here.
Yeah.
The reason I love reaction videos because they are parts I'll actually speak on. Sorry, it was too fast for me. It disappeared.
Do a giveaway. What would you like us to give away?
People in
how about give away Boots? Boots, come here. Where's Mary?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
We have a barn cat to give away.
You're not giving away my cat. Stop. You're not giving away
Nugget
my cat.
though.
Mary.
Not Nugget.
No.
That's
not Nugget.
Not Nugget.
We will rent a Nugget.
Yeah, we can rent Nugget.
We'll rent a Nugget for like $1,000 a month.
Come here, Nugget. $1,000 a minute. Come here, Nugget.
Oh.
Come up here, Nugget.
Do y'all have any questions? I want Nugget. Oh, Curly Q said he wants Nugget.
Everybody needs a Nugget.
We made her like these.
Mr. Solis says give away the Dukes. Dude, no. Mr. Solis.
No.
You want us to kill our subscribers, Mr. Solis? Thou shalt not kill.
We're eating the mayonnaise, guys. We're not gonna.
That's a good one.
Oh my.
Nugget.
Oh,
give away the wall. That took Buddy a very long time.
Yeah,
though.
that would be. Yeah.
That's mine. That is mine for sure.
Yeah, that is a keepsake.
I love
give away a cow. Yeah, do you know what the shipping would be on a cow?
Like overnight it to somebody.
Okay, parent question. Read us the parent question.
How do you guys keep track of what the boys watch on the internet, Instagram, YouTube? This is a great question. Do you have certain things blocked, or is it based on trust? Okay, it's real easy. They don't watch anything on Instagram.
No.
Okay, we have.
I don't have Instagram.
I'll show them one thing too.
Phone.
And what's we have a service called Canopy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'll show them this thing too.
Has a phone called a Troomy, so he cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a Troomy phone. I've tried two.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, I tried two different types of phones. This is. I'm on my second phone. I tried the Gab wireless phone. I destroyed two of them within a year. The first time, I jumped into a pond with it, and it didn't survive. The next phone I got, because I was like, well, that was just my own stupidity. The next one I got, I work really, really hard. Really hard. So I think the phone overheated in my back pocket, and it just died. So I was like, that's the second phone, and they're only $100 a piece.
Matt only got a phone when he started driving.
Yes, when I started driving.
Yeah, and he's working and he's coordinating deals with different people. Milling and he needs a phone.
So I just needed a phone, and I don't need any other garbage on it. All I need is a phone, aka a smart walkie-talkie. And the one thing that Gab...
we needed it to have GPS.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Gab Wireless, for all I know, for right now, only if they just updated something, did not have Google Maps. And I mean, that was terrible because I was going off country information, turn left at the old oak tree to go somewhere, and I've done that before in really expensive rigs, and that's not fun, getting all turned around. So I stumbled upon TrueMe. Me and James found this one. And the other thing about the Gab phone is that it did not, a GABB wireless. It had a really, really, really bad camera on it. And I like sending photos and like little video clips to people, just to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing, or this is a photo. Do you like the whatever I'm doing, sawmilling or whatever? It's just better than texting or whatever. So I needed something that had at least a good camera on it. So this one's just some type of Android phone that they put their software on. And all it has on it is Google Maps. There is Amazon Music on it, which is nice because we have Amazon Music. So I was able to log into that. And that allows me to have all my downloaded stuff on there. It does have Audible. Now you can... if you do let it, you can allow it to have TrueMe's internet provider if you want it on there or whatever. I don't have that on there, but you can enable that. So then it'll only allow you on certain sites, like if you were going to allow YouTube or Amazon or something like that. But I don't have that allowed on my phone. But other than that, I have a Notes app, which Gab didn't have a Notes app, and that drove me insane. It has a calculator, has text messages. What else? That's pretty much it on it. So very, very basic. And I really love it. It's really nice because it's not tempting. A lot of kids that have these smartphones and everything are very tempted just to get on it and see what's going on in the world or whatever. And, or just whatever. I mean, so many kids that I meet, just constantly going off, so many millions of apps going on. And, I just like having a dumb phone pretty much. So that's, if you've seen this maybe in a video or so, me pulling out a phone, that's the phone. It's a dumb phone. It's a kid phone.
$30 a month, right?
And I think it's $25 a month or something.
Yeah, with all the fees, there's all these taxes. They got to tax you to death.
I think it's more like $15 if you don't have the image sending, MSG, I think, or something like that, program on it. But I need to send photos, so that's what I do.
What kind of music?
I listen to Acapella Dridge on YouTube. That guy knows how to sing. And I listen to that. And then I listen to the Seminole String Band. They are really, really good. And they are on Amazon Music as well.
They're on YouTube as well.
And they're on YouTube. Yes, Seminole String Band. Ridge. And so is Acapella Dridge. So, anyway. Where's James?
Yeah, where is James?
James is avoiding...
Oh, he's making burgers, yo.
Oh, he's making burgers. Okay.
Send a link. What would you like a link for? You want a link for Acapella Ridge and the Seminole String?
And you guys didn't get into Canopy.
Oh, yeah, Canopy is the web blocker that blocks all the nasty. So, and y'all are going to have to do some research when we tell you this stuff because I can't answer this. Okay. Where do you get CBD to use in the home? Where do you get CBD to use?
Cliff Hicks is a good old-timey banjo player.
Our one coffee roaster provider, local roaster, he does all the CBD and the coffee roasting for us. You might like Karen Taylor Good. Oh, there's Buddy. Okay, Buddy, fill him in. Tell him what's up.
I'm working on Pony.
You've been working on Pony?
Buddy has been working on Pony. Is becoming quite the horse.
Quite the pony. You smell like a pony too.
Yeah. So I've been teaching him how to mainly to stay still.
Okay.
And then, so when I say whoa, he'll stay still, and then I can walk away. And then I can call him, and then he'll come. And then another thing I've been teaching him is how to jump. So I have a PVC pipe set up. PVC pipe, so I can jump that.
Okay. And then the other thing is now you can like Lone Ranger status, like jump on, like you can run up behind him and then jump onto him.
Yeah, I've been teaching him that too.
It's pretty cool.
Explain.
How's your arm doing?
Good.
What about your other arm that's not doing good? Because he fell off the pony. Tell him that story.
So when I was getting on him, and then he had his head down, so I fell off the front. It obviously wasn't a long jump. It wasn't a far fall. But then I just put down, when I put down my arm, it was totally fine. Like, it was a tiny bit sore. Because I landed, like, straight on my arm, like, with my hand extended, like, on my hand, kind of. And it was just a little bit sore, but it's been sore for the last few days.
Yeah. Rodeo training, they say.
And he can lope off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can lope.
Lope off?
Yeah,
like from a standstill?
Yeah.
Like boom.
That's why I've been teaching him. So it's
now can he like do a sliding stop?
That's why I also.
Okay? You're teaching him how to.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Buddy's getting some horse skills.
Yeah.
And neck reining.
Yeah.
Neck reining? Can he neck rein or it's still a little?
It's still like
rough.
I have to like tap on the one side.
Tap on the one side, yeah. What did people say? Okay, what is Buddy's? What did it say?
Pony's
What is
name.
Buddy's pony's name?
Oh, ponies.
Gunner.
Oh.
Gunner. And Gunner used to be an ornery punk.
And then we got him gelded.
Right, we got him gelded, but then Buddy has
Whipped
made
him
it
into shape.
happen.
He's a good
But he's a good boy now. Oh my word. He'll stand there, like, Buddy will get off of him, and he'll just leave him, and he'll stand there. Like, he ain't moving. Like, he might put his head down to eat grass sometimes, but rarely he does that.
And we keep Gunner next to the back food forest, and he loves the jujubes because they're like a small crisp apple, and he loves figs too.
What type of? He's a paint.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's just a little paint pony.
Gunner, Gunner, not
Yep.
Gunther. He's not German. Gunther.
Gunther.
Gunner. Gunner.
Have we had any more rain? Yes.
Yes.
Out of the drought?
Wonderful. We might actually be.
We
out of
might
the
be
drought.
out of the drought.
We might
now.
be out of the drought.
We got a lot of rain. Yeah.
We'll give an update on Darleen.
So.
Oh well, we're just waiting. So we hit our goal with raising money for Darleen's hay.
Yep.
We're waiting for her to contact us to let her know that she found a hay guy. He has to cut it. He's going to cut it and deliver it. So we're going to coordinate so that we're there when all that happens because we're going to pay for it. Y'all are going to pay for it because y'all made that happen.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. And y'all are going to see the video. But we didn't hear anything this week, so it'll at least be another week. Yeah, so it'll probably be 2 more weeks.
Yep. Somebody said, ducks, what killed them? We still don't really know for sure, but I do want to make a video and put out some like trail cams or something. So might need to reach out to some trail cam people and get them and test out some trail cams and see if we can find.
Somebody wants to know how to donate. Okay, Joe, hold on, because on Monday when we post Amos Miller's video update, we have a Give, Send, Go for him.
Yep. And
please donate to that. It is an absolute worthy cause. Yeah. When you listen to the information.
Don't donate to us. You can donate to him. That poor man needs it.
When you listen to the information we're going to disseminate,
yeah.
It's a very worthy cause. They're doing it very decently, very in order, with a very specific amount of money, and I greatly appreciate it.
It's not our Give, Send, Go.
No, it's not
ours.
ours.
It's theirs,
No. It's somebody has set it up on his behalf, and they're keeping it updated, and it's very specific for these specific it's done very well. So I'm really check that out. That'll be Monday's video, and all the information will be in the show notes So we greatly appreciate everybody's
If you're
generosity.
talking about making any donation to our family or for the YouTube channel, just go buy something for yourself.
Go buy something from our website, or you can donate if you want to do that at the website, and you can also do crypto. We have a crypto.
Yeah, we have a crypto.
Just go
I'm
over,
still waiting for somebody to donate crypto.
just go to TheTexasBoys.com and pick yourself out something, and we will happily send it to you, and it's a win-win.
All right, so somebody asked, is Matt going to college? I am not going to college. This actually popped up in my group chat this week about the old college, and I have a crazy story actually to share. A new friend of mine was going to college, and I don't know exactly what he was starting off like to be or whatever, but he ended up. Now he has his own drone business and everything like that, and he's at the place now. He's a saved, born-again Christian, and he loves the Lord, and he's really at a crossroads because college is a lot, and there's a lot of garbage going on there, so much so that his dorm person, or no, who would you say that's the guy?
Yeah, probably like a dorm guy or something.
Yeah, what do they call this? They call them,
you share rooms or whatever.
Oh, his roommate?
Yeah, his roommate.
Oh, I thought you meant the dorm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, his roommate or whatever that they split the dorms with or whatever. Like, I forget, a couple weeks in, went straight up, like, transgender on him. And he walked in, and all of his transgender buddies were there with, like, a lot of their clothing off and everything, and it was super, super nasty. And he said it smelled absolutely horrific in there, and really, really nasty and disgusting. So he said, praise the Lord, that his room and that guy's room were, like, separated, so he was able to, like, run through and, like, close his bedroom door, and he said he was only, like, in his dorm or whatever, just to sleep and then wake up and get out. And as soon as he found out, he went ahead and was like, hey, I need just like a single dorm or whatever, single room dorm. So he shared with you that he was like, oh, now I understand what society really wants me to be and he shared like this invitation, like this student invite that they sent out to all the students was like last week, and it was like it was weird.
It was just really weird about, you can imagine, like just sexuality stuff.
And he was saying it was on like gigantic TVs like throughout the whole entire campus. Yeah. And he's like, I was like absolutely not happy to go back or whatever to college. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to college. My businesses that I have with my brothers are doing very, very well. So that's been a big blessing. And like I've said in the past, the only reason I would go to college is to be like a doctor or a veterinarian. I thought of a new one this week, and I forgot it. What was it? There's another one that I forgot, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a good one too. But it's definitely interesting. It's like,
you have to have your college degree to do land surveying.
Oh, that's true.
You know what? There's like a long list to get on to get your land surveyed around here. So I didn't realize that.
I'm not like 100% against college, but I think if you are going to do it, you really have to be like strong in your faith and definitely be saved and just go in with blinders on and just focus on what you're doing and don't stray from what you're doing, and then just get it done and get out.
And now you can do, if you want something technical, you can do it remote. You do not have to expose yourself. I mean,
there's a lot of online stuff too.
I wouldn't want to expose myself to the agenda either. But I went to college for 7 years.
You're going to be exposed to the agenda no matter what. You're going to have to answer all the questions and read all the books, and it is.
And they force you. When I was in, you could still dissent and whatnot, but you can't even dissent anymore. No. You got to answer all their nasty stuff.
I was able to dissent like a little bit, but not anymore. I mean, that was 20 some years ago now, and the kids can't even really dissent very much.
And it's college is absolutely irrelevant. I mean, for very, very skilled niche, certain doctors and chiros and veterinarian, but other than that, it is dead. It's lost. It's hyperinflated the cost because the government wants to subsidize it, and everything they touch turns to cesspool garbage. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went 14 years
it's
ago.
a different world.
Yeah.
It is a different world.
We went, but we were up north, and Texas dads finished up. How many years of college did you do? Like 8?
Yeah, he's a dropout.
And I have 129 credits. I was 2 credits short of a master's degree.
I only finished 4 years, and that was plenty for me. But it was challenging back then.
Studies. Listen, Crispy.
Tech school is a joke. If you're going to college for learning tech, that is so silly because there's millions of YouTube videos and.
Well, she's talking about tech school, like technical school. So she trades, so like HVAC, plumbing, electrical.
And that's silly to do too because you can just go work.
You can apprentice, yes.
Yeah, you could just apprentice for those.
Apprentice is great.
For those skills and stuff like that.
I have a close girlfriend who has a son who is 14 years old. He's been in a vocational school it's almost like it's like a charter / vocational school. Because he's really smart. He's getting his licensing in plumbing and electrical. And so I don't know if he goes to the main high school too. But anyway, there's literally a class there for furries. Furries. So I don't know how that translates.
I don't.
It's a trade school.
Yeah.
But I guess cats and dogs will be learning how to install electrical now. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's all crazy, and that poor kid has to see that stuff and be exposed to that stuff. They have their own separate class for the furries.
Wow.
But they can answer in purrs and barks
but doesn't
and stuff.
that, like...
And, how do you teach someone...
It's a mockery of higher education.
It is.
That's what we're being mocked more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Sloppy Ploppy, who can't
Former
talk a sentence, and he's supposedly in a nuclear power. And then we have these beacons of higher learning where kids dress up like animals and they get to use litter boxes. We're being mocked, y'all.
Literally.
And I won't participate. I refuse to participate in the lie, the bread, and the circus. And I'm not going to participate. So that's just where we're at.
Yeah. And I mean, I know another friend who just sent their son and daughter to college, and at their orientation, their college orientation days.
That's so dumb.
They had to pick all of their pronouns, and they had to put them on a name tag. So and anybody that works at the college, if you work at the coffee shop or wherever, on campus, you have to have your name tag with your pronouns
litter boxes.
on it.
Yes, they have litter boxes.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
we're to that point of litter boxes.
And then what happens when the furry graduates college and then the
Come on, dude. You're going to have some freak show up to service your HVAC?
Not my house.
Yeah, he could roll up in here and I'd be like, no dogs allowed. We shoot dogs that come on this property.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's going to honestly function like that. You can in the city.
The furry is going to be your kid's second grade teacher. Just give it a couple years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
bark plus bark equals whatever.
Wacky stuff. What are you doing? You got lettuce in your mouth.
But it's Ouroboros, y'all. It's they eat the liberal kooky. It's designed to eat itself.
Yep.
A furry is a person or
a
child,
severely mentally ill person.
Yes, very, very ill.
Identifies as another species. And does not identify as a human being anymore.
And in postmodernism, you are the word is the definition of the word.
Yeah,
the definition
exactly.
Of the word.
Yep.
So
that's how they get around it.
I don't know how they teach
litter box maintenance engineer.
Yeah, they have them at that school.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would
parallel
never.
society, parallel economy, parallel community,
and
parallel.
And her son is an intelligent kid, super intelligent kid, and he's getting his licensing in these different trades, but at what cost?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and I'm not even getting into all the bullying that he has to go through every day because he's white.
Yeah.
And that's not okay anymore.
Nope.
And it's just really bad. It's all bad. I mean, and he's a Christian kid, so he totally can't say that. It's just bad.
Junior high kids were licking their paws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Yep.
Years ago, I was living in Texas. Exactly. Yeah, it's a crazy world. We're very thankful that we homeschooled. That they were none of the reasons that we started homeschooling. But I mean, here we are.
Yeah.
And we're just thankful.
Yeah, we're very thankful that the Lord showed us to just get out of all this junk. And that's my whole point with all the federal people. And it's just like the Brown Church, y'all. Well, I didn't know plausible deniability. These are my pecking order, my marching orders, or whatever. If you're involved in the federal beast deal, they're going to make it so that if you want to get your CBDC or whatever, however they're going to do it, you're going to have to pay to play. It was just like with the Pokey Poke. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And I was telling people about the weaponization of the health industrial complex 5 or 6 years ago.
Yep.
I talked about it when we did our debt-free video and say, look, if you're going to play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I mean? And to just be like, oh, I couldn't see it coming. Cut me a break. I mean, there's people who've been talking about this stuff for decades.
Yeah, the social credit thing is crazy.
Troy.
Yeah, that's... What was
I
it?
learned on the job training. Yeah, that's like every job I'm on.
Central bank digital currency, CBDC. Slop says it's December 13th. The Vatican's pulling all its resources September 30th. I don't know exactly how it's going to pop off. It's going to require a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But we don't push fear on our channel either.
No.
Yeah,
so,
That's why we did this 8 years ago.
We live life.
This stuff's been going down, y'all.
We live life. We have fun. We enjoy our life and our family. And, we try to keep the pantry stocked. But beyond that, y'all, there's
when people want to go so rabbit hole and crazy, well, what if this and what if that? Well, what if? I mean, whatever. I mean, you can't prepare for if the polar shift, whatever. I mean, give me a break, It's just, and most of that's just fear porn nonsense, so.
Yeah, that's what somebody who said. It's really troublesome that you're laughing about these things. Well, I mean, you kind of gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh about it.
If not,
it's pretty laughable.
Cry.
I mean, it's serious, but
they're bad, dark things. I mean, so you kind of gotta just.
Yeah, if you don't laugh about it, you'll cry.
Cope.
So.
I mean, at some point. I mean, it's not funny, but it's just what are you gonna do? I mean.
Yeah, there's that stuff in Europe with burning energy, and they're doing the same thing in Australia. They're going to charge you if you go over or whatever. They're going to fine you, and that's all they're doing to Amos Miller is they're just trying to fine him into oblivion. They could give a flying rip if that anybody stubbed their toe.
Yeah.
James is still cooking. He is in and out.
Yeah. James is grilling burgers for tonight.
James.
Tonight's celebration.
Yeah, we're having burgers.
We're hitting 70,000 subs.
And we have watermelon tonight.
We are a part of the local church. We are local church people. We believe that the church is local and visible.
Yep.
James is a busybody.
And we believe that we are mandated to participate.
Very much so, busybody.
And the gates of hell will not prevail against Christ's churches. And there is always a remnant. and God always provides, and He does provide you with fellowship.
Yeah, so James started his morning with milling. Him and Buddy were milling this morning, and then he helped me on the website. All afternoon, we worked on the website. We have a new affiliates page over on the website. Y'all can go check that out if you're interested.
Yeah, just nose around.
Check out what we've been doing over there. We've been working really hard over there.
Yeah.
We just keep making it better and better, fine-tuning
it. And if you just jumped on, it's 10% off all of the website, and
70K is the discount code.
Yep,
70K.
Capitalized
70K.
And all the honey's restocked too. Anyway,
for now, there's been orders flowing in, so can't make any promises.
We're almost out of the gallons, or we might be out of the gallons already.
Somebody was asking why is everybody asking about James? Well, mainly because James is he doesn't really like to be on the videos. And then, or we'll shoot a video, or I'll shoot a video of what James has been doing. And then, people got questions and they just want to see him and talk to him. And he always likes to busy himself. I mean, all the time. All the time. Perpetually.
He's very busy.
Curly Q wants to know, do the young guys have a vision for their new home styles that they want to go with?
I don't know, but I have to make up my mind quickly because it's becoming a reality
It's becoming a serious reality.
Serious reality, and I have to figure it out really quick. But I know one thing is I want limestone on a good portion of my house is limestone, and then I want it to be contrasted with some type of dark stained
Here, come show
dark
us.
stained wood
Go show us.
and shiplap.
Burgers.
Go
I
ahead.
just got them the burgers.
Oh, they smell.
Don't show your face.
Your
People
face.
are all
Sit
gonna freak
down.
out if you don't.
Show your face. They want to
There you
see
go.
you.
Yeah. So you just grilled them all up on the grill.
Yep.
Sweet. Is that Jersey cow or
this is
Jersey cow?
Jersey.
That sounds good.
James is a polymath. He is a Renaissance man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of them all. So.
Yeah, he is a master of them all. Yeah. So you got some parts for your truck this week.
Yeah. I finally what was it?
Mark says Buddy's going full wild man. Tell everybody what Buddy wants to do.
Buddy wants to start his own YouTube channel.
Yes, he does.
And only do Survivor stuff on it. He just wants him doing all the Survivor, like bushcraft, all the things that he does every day. And Buddy does a lot of civilized things too. Don't let me try it. But he is a mountain man.
He is more of a mountain man type of guy.
He is a wild man at heart.
He was born in the wrong century.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He would have flourished in like the 1800s, 1700s.
I always joke and
when we
say,
were found in this country.
You can give Buddy like a rifle and maybe a trap and go stick him out in the middle of wherever. Montana.
He would thrive.
He would be fine.
He would.
You would show up the next year, and you would be like, I wonder if that guy's still alive.
He would be fine.
He would be there, like
totally fine
with like a paradise, castle and everything.
Yep.
Man, those burgers are. Oh,
but he's already
good.
got a following. Oh, yeah.
Buddy's Bushcraft.
Oh,
bang! Joe
wow.
Guest nailed
That would
it.
be really good.
Buddy's Bushcraft. Where's Buddy?
Yeah, and we talked to James. We talked to James to
he's still
see
alive,
if James would want to start his own channel. And for right now, James does not want to start his own channel.
Yeah, I told him he could do a great like DIY channel, all building like James Builds or something like that. Cowboy Construction, but he doesn't really want to do it right now.
Yep.
Buddy equals Daniel Boone, literally. That is.
You should see how he trained this pony.
Buddy is
it's
Daniel Boone.
Amazing how he trained this pony. I mean, it is Daniel Boone status.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he does stuff it's all day long. I've showed y'all. I'm not going to do the mom thing and grab stuff from my whole house and show you, but I think I did that last week.
Yeah, you did
I
that.
did like the mom show and tell. It's fascinating to me.
Yeah.
What
Ray
he does.
Mears, the Bushcraft guy.
Yeah.
But Buddy and all of us guys, but Buddy does watch more than I do. but he's really into watching all the bushcraft guys on YouTube and everything like that.
Yeah, he's really
and
into
he's like, he can almost watch a YouTube video without really listening to it almost, and then just watch how certain things are done, and then he will just take off running outside, and I mean, there'll be little like projects and ideas, and he thinks in a totally different way.
He does.
So like when we were doing some martial arts and everything, and we were practicing with another friend, and he was showing us the ropes and everything, and we were doing really good. And then he was like, okay, let's practice, And Buddy was always like 3 or 4 steps ahead of him. And it was, just how his brain works is very interesting.
Heritage Homesteaders on here giving us a super chat?
Heritage Homesteader, how's it going, buddy?
Wow, wait.
Thank you,
What does he
friend.
say? Congrats, guys. Congrats to you.
Yes, congratulations.
Congrats to you. I need to send you money, turkey
real.
head. And I haven't made time to send you money, and it will be way more than $5, I promise you. Yep. And he's an old-time friend when he uses my old name.
Goober.
Goober.
Good job, Goober.
That's funny.
Dear
That's
me.
funny. Yeah, nobody's pushing Buddy into it. I saw the one comment, don't push him. We weren't pushing him. We were just having conversation.
He was really like, will you edit the videos? Will you edit the videos?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a little bit, but I think I might be able to make it work. Or I would really like to just maybe buy another monitor or something and just teach him how to edit his videos.
He's super detailed. I think once he got it, he would
I think he would get it down. Really, really good. He's a little bit intimidated. He's like, well, you've been doing it for 6 years. I'm like, yeah, but when I started, I absolutely didn't know what I was doing. Mm-hmm. Do shorts for him. Yeah, but Buddy's not really a shorts type of guy.
No, Buddy's a long
Very, very detail. It would be like 30, 40-minute videos that you would see.
Buddy is not an ADD.
No.
It would be like those native guys.
Yes, it would be like primitive technology.
Yes, that would be funny.
He would just have clothes on, though.
He would be a clothed primitive technology, and he would like build a small civilization with a hollowed out stick.
It would be like it wouldn't like behind the scenes when he turns off the camera, a big excavator and construction crew comes in. No, it would be like legit, like him coming in and building stuff. So.
Oh, Deborah watched the name. Oh man, she's an OG.
What did she do?
She watched the name picking video.
Wow, wait. Oh,
we use Adobe Premiere Pro.
Yes, Adobe Premiere Pro has been the best of the best.
And we just upgraded our video board, y'all.
Yes,
so we're back in the super editor machine.
Graphics card. Yep.
Yeah.
It just got a super big upgrade.
The cool thing about Adobe Premiere Pro is that if you call them and tell them that you have a student, they
homeschool discount.
You can get a homeschool discount.
I think it's $100 off.
And you get your subscription cheaper that way, much cheaper. And what was I gonna say? They have classes for everything. So when you sign up with Adobe Premiere Pro, that's how you learned how to do it. You just took all the classes.
And the other thing too is, y'all, is there's a 2-computer plan. That's the biggest plan they have. Just split it with another person if you can. That's what I do personally. One guy has a computer, and then I have a computer, and he has his own videos and stuff that he does, or photos, and I have the full family plan or whatever, so it has all the apps. So I have Photoshop and Lightroom and Adobe and Media Encoder. Those 4 apps I use on a daily basis to put out my content. I'm really, lately I've been learning a lot in Photoshop mainly, and Lightroom, and Adobe. I've been learning some different stuff too. If you want to know one little thing, which I don't know if anybody commented, but if you go back and listen to the homeschool video, I put a reverb effect on the end of Mom's intro of the video, and I was pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, Matt's been messing with a lot of. So they're asking Mark and Carlos. The shoulder is good. The pain is gone. The challenge is, it needs to be replaced. So how far do I need to stretch it and exercise it But when I do that, it kind of inflames and whatnot. So there's going to be a balance between trying to maintain as much
Carlos saw it
and grow range of motion, and not exacerbate it so that it hurts and whatnot.
Yeah. And we thought that we were going to be able to go another way. The surgeon that did it said that he really, really needs like a full shoulder replacement now, except for his rotator cuff that can stay, but the rest has to all be replaced. But that's like a 6-month recovery time, and the surgeon just said, whenever you want to do it, you qualify. You can have it done. You got the worst shoulder in the books. But we were pursuing getting the injections. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were looking into
are you still
stem
gonna
cell.
Do that or no?
No, it'll help slightly. It's very expensive, but it's not. The labrum's not going to grow back. So
right, they had the cord blood stem cell stuff that you could do from the cord blood, but it didn't work out. He's not a candidate for that. It wouldn't do anything.
I did one cortisone shot. It worked great. It lasted 6 months, and when it stopped, it was bad.
Yeah, everybody was talking. Yeah, so I really am like the business side, the brains of the business side. I try to figure out how to monetize and make our businesses and stuff profitable. And then James is the other part of the brain that I have it, but it's not as strong.
Yeah, they're a super team.
He has
super brains.
He can somehow imagine things. Which I'm really visionary. Like I learn off visual things. Like if you show me something, all you have to do is show me it once, and I'm good. You don't have to tell me You don't have to tell me twice. Like I'll watch you do it, and I'll keep doing it. So, and James James has a little bit of a harder time trying to think of how you could sell a product or something like that, and how to monetize his jobs and stuff like that. So. Between that and then you have Buddy, which is awesome having him on the job site, because me and James will be thinking about how to fix a certain problem or something that's just out of whack and something that we just haven't really done before, and Buddy will come in from a totally different approach than we were all thinking, and he would be like, hey, you should do that. And sometimes we'll kind of laugh and be like, yeah, right, that's silly. And then we'll try it and we're like, oh wait, that really does work. And we're like, that's why you're here. So
it's pretty crazy.
So we're like the dynamic duo,
Trio,
Trio.
All of them are so different.
Yeah, trio.
And you're definitely the big picture guy.
Yes.
You see the big picture. James is able to break the big picture down into tasks. Like,
yes.
Okay, so today we got to go to the hardware store. We got to do this, this, and this. Okay, you need that door installed. I can get that done. Buddy is like a lot of times Buddy ends up just being like the grunt and like like, hey, can you help clean out that shop? Hey, can you help do this? He does become that, but when you are in,
but he's not all grunt though.
No, because when you're in a situation, he works with James. Buddy works with James a lot. Like he's kind of James's right-hand man to do everything, so he's learning all the things right as James is teaching them to him. And so, like, when they were installing that door, Buddy was there the whole afternoon doing that with him. And Buddy will come, he'll attack a challenging situation from a whole different angle, and he'll say, how about if we do it like this?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it works. He sees super duper detailed. He's very logical with his details. So
and we work together as a team, it's all a team effort, and we all try to honor each other. And so like when we're on a job site, it's not like I'm in charge and I tell everybody what to do. It's just kind of we all respect each other, and if one of us says to do something, normally we'll just do it. only if there's like, well, we should do this or that.
You made buns?
He made buns too.
Oh,
Go
come
show
on,
him what you made.
y'all. This is so redonk.
South. Good morning from South Australia, everyone. Wow. Good morning.
Hey, Jan. Hey, Mark Gannon.
Mark.
Hey, Mark.
So
James made fresh buns and burger. Oh, do we have lettuce?
Dang.
Oh, man.
Woo.
The 90s were simpler, but, we can't all go back in time. Mark wants to know where's his burger, James.
Yeah, where's his? We're gonna have to like.
The burger is, I can tell you how ridiculous the burger is without even eating it.
James does make his own buns. Yes.
Yeah. And they're gluten-free, and they are ridiculous.
Yes.
Really good.
Yep. Crispy salad. You don't want any of that like nasty, slimy salad.
Is Texas mom going to whip me up a burger?
True. Deborah is right. Show's over. Time to eat. Boom.
The buns are homemade, Carlos.
Yes.
Yes. And they are ridiculous. They smell so good. Constructs can hear the lettuce crunch from San Diego.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Can you ship the burger? We can. Shipping is $35.
Does it have the
burger.
mayo on it, though? Does it have mayo on it?
Yes.
It has.
Really?
Does it have Duke's mayo on it?
Duke's mayo? No. Okay.
Hillside wants the. Is the bun recipe in the native section? It's basically it's your bread recipe. Right?
Yeah, it's the bread recipe.
It's the bread recipe in the. So it's the bread recipe in the native section. But what he does is he takes a canning lid, right?
Yeah.
And you pour the dough into a canning lid and he bakes it, and he makes a perfect bun and you slice it in half, and it is killer. And then sometimes we have like an everything bagel shake that he's man.
Well, what you actually do is you put So
So show 'em.
So you take this. I've seen him do it. You take this and it has the lid on the inside.
That's why it's got. You can see the dough.
You put a little bit of dough in here. You let it rise for what, like an hour or two?
Yeah.
An hour. And then it'll kind of start to mound, and then you put this in the oven, and then it pretty much makes a perfect bun, and then you can just kind of pop it out of here, and then cut her in half. So.
Deborah thought James was going to die from the Dukes. But I seriously need his barbecue sauce recipe. Do you have your barbecue sauce recipe?
That barbecue sauce.
Do you have it written down?
I was gonna sell barbecue sauce for a while.
Yeah, James actually made, and we bought the bottles and everything.
Bought the bottles, bought the stickers, everything.
I was afraid because it was like a food thing.
It was a food thing, and we were scared.
Yeah.
The food thing's interesting,
Oh, y'all. Steve, oh man, thank you, sir. You didn't. If you need some night photography at the Homestead, let me know. Be happy to teach you. Steve, thanks for the super chat.
I've been very interested in night photography. I've been trying my hand at it, and I've had some success, really good success, and some not so good success. The best success that I've had is the GoPro is creepily good at astrophotography and astro time lapses. It's very interesting. But with my big DSLR, it's like 6 or 7 years old, and it's just it's not really meant for taking photos, so it doesn't really like to focus on the stars as much. But I've been watching some more videos, and I just don't think I have the right camera for it and the right lens for it. So anyway, the other thing that we have to start planning on is figuring out where we're going to be putting our houses and how they're going to be located. Probably just need to go on Google Maps or something and start to figure out how we want our houses located and everything, because there's going to be around roughly 6 houses on the property, so we have to make sure where we place them road-wise. We won't jam up the works by like putting a house in the wrong place or something.
Thanks, DJ.
So.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah,
hey, y'all,
thank you.
Buy something from the website. You'll get something back.
Did you figure out the well? That's a deep subject.
So, look. So, here's a little inside baseball. Before, I'll just tell you.
Yeah, whatever.
So, before we came up with the idea of raising money for Larry's hay, I said, look, this is what we'll do. We'll get this all set up and lined out, and then we'll do a fundraiser for the well, because the well's going to be like 20 grand.
Oh, my word.
Joe.
Stop it.
Please.
Y'all are terrible. Thank you so much, though.
Okay, now look, Joe, you're going to have to, Joe, send us an email.
Please.
And James is going to send you the his barbecue sauce.
Did he want
recipe.
the barbecue sauce? Yeah.
So Joe wants the barbecue sauce, and he just paid $100 for it. So.
Yeah, I tried focusing on infinity, and it just doesn't work. It's so weird. Try out ISO 6400. Okay, I'll need to try that out. Point south for 20 seconds at your fastest aperture. Yeah, my aperture can go all the way down to like a lot, like quite a long time. Like I think I've done over 30 seconds too. Sorry, not trying to nerd out here.
Yeah, so
go ahead.
You know, my plan was to do a fundraiser for the well, and to drill it with the pump, it's 20 grand. To drill it just the casing, it's 12,000. And then RPS has a deep well solar package that costs about 10 or 20 grand. And I wanted to approach them to see, because our good friends at Heartway Farms got an RPS package, and I wanted to approach them to see about marketing for them on our channel. Oh, here's the giveaway, y'all. Boots. Okay. The first person that what's how do you qualify for the giveaway?
I don't think you're giving her away.
Are you giving away boots? Are you gonna give away boots to a YouTube subscriber? No.
Is she the best kitty ever? Yeah.
That's Boots the cat.
Boots
Nuggets the dog. This burger is crazy good.
Hi, Nugget. Come here, Nugget. It's Jersey.
I know, this is Jersey meat. Jersey cow. Jersey cow meat. That's some crunchy lettuce, dude.
Yeah, our well is projected at having to be about 500 feet. So that's how the costs are projected. Yeah.
So with y'all's burgers, are you like an everything type of person, or are you just like burger bun, or what are you? What do you like on your burgers?
I'm a mushroom and Swiss cheese guy.
You are. I know.
Medium rare, well done.
Medium rare.
So did you get
everything but onions?
Everything but
okay.
onions.
Yes, 500 feet. I know it's super deep.
Mm-hmm. And the casing price is not coming back down right now.
Nope.
So
Lettuce.
lumber is coming back down right now, but steel is all over the map.
So lettuce and ketchup, that's what you always get.
That's like lettuce, ketchup, and cheese.
Oh yeah, and I'm lettuce, pickle,
Yeah.
honey mustard, Swiss, and mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Bun, burger, mayo, tomato.
cheese when you're out?
Lettuce, mustard, pickle.
What's that?
Yeah, cheese when I'm out. When I have a burger, I just cheat and have some cheese on it. But
Not at home.
not at home though.
Happy Camper says, "Can we do a get together when we reach 100,000 subs and James will cook the burgers?"
Probably. I don't know.
No mustard or pickles. Yeah.
How would you plumb a well with, what did you say?
To the houses. So you're gonna plumb the well once they get it done.
We got Joe's email,
Right off
Joe.
the
We're gonna get a TV.
right off the pump. there's gonna be a well pump, so it would just be like tying any water into like water co-op. It's just pressurized water, so you just tie it in with a 1-inch line into the main house.
100,000 burgers, James.
Mark says hold the Dukes. Is there another burger?
Yeah, there's like a couple more.
Man, that was incredible. Oh.
I think there's like 5. There's like 6 more.
Oh yeah, bread and butter pickles on the
Ooh,
hamburger.
yeah, that's good.
Mucho gudo. All right, y'all. Well, if you have any questions, you can put them in all caps. Hey, Spence. Spence is on. What's up, Spence? Hey, y'all. Kitchen. Yeah, this ain't a free for all. Table.
What are people saying? Okay, everything. Only 2 rings of onions, avocado and bacon. If my pocket's feeling frisky. Yeah, for real.
Yes, we James just did sous vide the other night.
Yep.
And he sous vide steaks, and he bought the silicone reusable sous vide bags. And did he do it in the Instapot?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did sous vide in the Instapot, and then he seared it on the cast iron. Spence wants to know, do we want any goats? And the answer to that would be no, Spence, but thank you.
I thought you liked your goats.
Casey wants to know if he should move to Texas. Where are you currently located? What is your current location, KC? And KC, where you been, man? You were like one of the OGs from way back in the day, and then you've been MIA for a while. And I trying to correspond in the YouTube comments is brutal.
Yeah.
Because you can make one comment and then you have to go back and try to find it to see if the person responded. They designed that on purpose to be difficult for whatever reason.
Okay, bun, steak.
Barbecued onions, tomato, lettuce, barbecue sauce.
What?
Beetroot. I think
cheese?
it means beetroot. Beetroot.
Okay.
Cheese.
Is that for your burger or for sous vide?
Goats do not eat goat weed.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, they do not.
No, but I actually heard of red Angus cows. At least one of our older neighbors would actually eat the goat weed in his field. Crazy enough.
We don't currently have the skirt shop because Texas Mom. It takes a lot of time for Texas Mom to do all that and to keep it updated and everything. So, Matt, do you sometimes get scared of 70,000 subscribers watching your videos?
No, not really. I think it's way easier to it's really easy to make videos. It's not like you have a crowd out there. At least for my opinion, it would be different if I had to get up on a stage and talk to a bunch of people.
You would love it.
I was just about to say, but I would have to kind of prepare myself for a little bit, but I would really like it. Like, I've sincerely thought before the YouTube thing of being almost a comedian. So, like, yeah, I'm an extrovert. It doesn't bother me, people. So, yeah.
Troy thinks we should have a get-together on the Homestead at 100,000 subs.
I don't think so. Nah, we try to keep stuff pretty.
We keep a low profile.
Yeah, a little low profile. But we might get between now and next year, we should be going to some meetups and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing some meetups.
We'll let y'all know, so then y'all can meet up with us and we can meet up with y'all.
Oh, so ballpark the well would be 22,000.
Yeah.
Without the solar option.
Yeah.
So that would be a conventional pump, wired. But I think it really makes sense to do the deep well solar.
Yeah.
If we can do it, it's going to be multifaceted, multifunctional. So.
Yeah. And if we don't want to do it solar, we could just do it wind powered too. Me and James have been really looking into this wind powered thing, and it is legit. Definitely having the wind power tied in with the solar power to a decent sized battery bank, I think, is going to be the deal.
We might do a give, send, go for the well. We really want to. We want to bless other people first, and to be really honest, I mean, you know, if the YouTube channel continues to go the direction it's going this second, you know, it might kind of be a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
And the channel might, you know, between that and the website's been doing very well.
Yeah, so y'all just like watching the videos and buying honey and t-shirts is pretty much paying for the well, pretty much. So, if you do want to help drill our well, you can support in that way. So, making our dream reality. Yeah, exactly. So you get a t-shirt or a honey or whatever, and we get to drill our well and be more self-sufficient. I think that will be a big cut, a big part of people's lives. Once that's a big chunk is electricity and water, and once you have those things in your control, for the most part, I think you have you definitely have. You're way more self-sufficient that way. Until they start taxing the water and the air we breathe. Until then, you're pretty...
Yeah. They already are.
They already are, but whatever.
Whatever.
True.
Oh, and you got a blessing this week about the neighbor who stopped our friend to offer to help you doze.
Oh, yeah, I had a neighbor stop by, and I was like, do you got a dozer? I'm looking for anybody with a dozer. And I'm not dozing the whole property, everybody. I'm just clearing out little pads for the house, okay? Dear me. Okay, so I was like, and there's just some ruts from the logger trucks being in there and everything like that, and I just need some stuff smoothed out, and it'll be nice if I can see some things back there, and I need the brush hog back there. Anyway, he was like, hey, I have a decent-sized bulldozer. I'm clearing out my land as well. He said, if you need any help, I'll gladly bring my bulldozer over there and help you out and give you a neighbor discount on that. So that was a big blessing. And so I either have him or another older man. He's like he's almost 90 years old. He has a bulldozer. And I was like, how much do you charge per hour? He's like, don't worry, it's cheap. I'm like, okay. So he gave me a whole entire... He gave me a whole entire farm tour and everything. History, his little family history, and how his family was, his grandfather fought in the Civil War, and their family owned a couple thousand acres out here, several thousand acres out here and everything like that. And just a good old boy. And he had a deep well drilled, and we got the deep well deep well information, and they're family owned, family run.
That's right.
And he said, go ahead, just tell them my name or whatever.
I'm going to get them to price it too.
Yeah, have them price it. And his well was 400 feet deep, I think. And he had a big old tank and everything like that. And he was wondering if us boys could help him out, just clean some stuff up. And then he gifted me like 20 logs. And I don't even know how I'm going to get them over here. They're big old pine logs. He planted them like 80 years ago. And now they're gigantic trees, and he just cut them down to harvest them.
That's great. And
to make some room on the property. And it's just weird thinking like you're actually talking to the guy that planted these gigantic trees like 80 years ago, and now he's cutting them down, and he wants to gift them to me. I'm like, this is just crazy. So, yep, that's Southern hospitality for you.
Yes, it is. That's neighbors being neighbors.
Yep. So,
somebody give me it.
So in like one stop, I got a guy with a dozer. I got well information, who to drill my well, and then I got logs. He gifted me a watermelon, and also he told me that I could borrow his box blade at any time. So I was like, wow, I really need to come over here and help this guy out because he just gave me a bunch of information.
Same man that I bought the pumpkins from.
And he was the
Oh,
same
yeah,
man
that's
that
right.
Mom bought like
If
the
you
100
remember,
the 100
When
pumpkins.
Texas mom bought all the pumpkins.
Yep. James is killing us tonight.
Yeah, because now he has watermelon. That watermelon looks ridiculous.
It smells like.
Yeah, and we always take watermelon to church, so we usually
Yep.
get 2, and this is like a Saturday night thing. Oh, I love you, sweet pudding baby.
Use a chainsaw sawmill attachment. I have one, but I used it for about a week, and then I'm like, ditch this. I'm buying a sawmill. So that's what I did. I went out and bought a sawmill with my brothers. So.
Them burgers are easy to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they were good. Okay.
What do we got? Deep
ground
ground.
cellar is what all long-term survivalists need. Solar and batteries. Yeah.
Does anybody have t-shirt ideas?
Oh, anybody have any t-shirt ideas? Oh, you got an email about
Awesome.
I'm gonna add some more
Okay,
t-shirts.
these are hard-working boys, probably the hardest working. Yeah, we
think
work
so.
we work pretty hard. Every time I work for somebody, I have to like one up the last time I worked for somebody. So, yeah, it's always good. It's always a good thing to
Yeah, Carlos
work really
said,
hard.
"What's for dessert, James?"
I was actually thinking about that. What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. It's not that bad.
Uh-oh.
I might make some like peach pies or something. I don't know.
I have to make cookies.
I'm
for
more.
tomorrow.
Oh, you have to make cookies for tomorrow.
Steve,
For
we
tomorrow.
got the email. Appreciate
Yes,
it, man.
thank you. I was really big into photography, and yeah, it's an interesting thing. It's like ups and downs with photography. It'd be different if it was like my job and like I made money doing it, but I really don't. So, but I really do love doing it. I did fly my drone around, and I took some really, really nice photos, and I edited them about I took some photos of the Longhorn and some other stuff like that, and I edited them, and that drone really takes really, really good photos, actually. It's a DJI Mini 2, and you don't need a license for it or anything, because it's like considered a toy drone, and I really love it. And actually, DJI deleted all of their apps for Android, which was so good after buying a little bit of an expensive drone, and like 2 weeks after buying it, I'm like, now I can't fly it. So then my good friends that I have, they were like, dude, just download it third party or whatever. And I'm like, really? Will it still work? They're like, oh yeah, it will. So I went ahead and I downloaded it, and I was actually able to fly my drone.
Steve's got the same drone.
Oh really? Yeah, I absolutely love that thing. I have the Fly More combo with 3 batteries. I get bored of flying that thing around. I'm like, man, you burn through 2 batteries. You've been out there for like an hour. I'm like, I'm done. I'm calling it a day. So I like having lots of batteries, and I love it for when storms hit, and like the snowstorm that hit us last winter. No, the year before last. And I was flying it around, and I saw somebody actually got stranded on the side of the road, like slid off the road, and we were able to go out and help them. The other thing too, which just reminded me too, we need, James was doing some research on it too, but I want like go bags kinda in each vehicle, so like a set of jumper cables, like a battery starter, right? Or
Jump pack, yeah.
Jump pack, like a wrench set or socket set or whatever, and just some stuff like that. So you just never know when your car's gonna break down. Like me and James took Mom's minivan to get the oil changed. I know it's terrible. We bought the oil. We bought the filter. We were gonna change the oil on the minivan,
But
and
I didn't even think about it because I'm like,
yeah.
oh, why do we pay to have it oil
Yeah.
changed? Because I can do it. And then I bought all the stuff, and then I went out to do it, and I'm like, wait, this minivan's like 4 inches off.
It's
the
4
ground.
inches off the ground, so you would need something to jack it up, and yeah.
And when you're doing oil, you can't
Just jack up the front.
'cause
Yeah.
then you won't drain all the oil out.
So anyway, it was only $40, which was awesome because we brought the oil and the filter, and they couldn't. And this is the other thing too, if you stand out there and watch them change the oil, they won't come in and be like, hey, guess what? Carfax is telling me that you need this, that, or the other. They won't ask you any questions. So it was kind of nice. We just sat out there and watched them do everything.
Yeah, and the oil in the filter was $12.
Yeah. So it was, I mean, in all, it was like $50, and everything got done within like 10 minutes.
So DJ wanted to know, do you take breaks from homeschooling during work time? You know, their homeschooling equates to maybe 2 hours a day, so they do it and then they do whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so you kind of don't need to take breaks because it's
I don't.
quick.
Yeah, normally if I take a break, then I get distracted and then I won't come back to homeschooling for the day. So I just need to like bang it out and get it done, so then I don't get distracted. Which normally me and James don't get distracted. So me and James do our schoolwork at the same time. So then, because normally when we normally work together most of the time. So. Congrats on 200,000.
Oh, I wish it was 200,000.
I wish it was 200,000. That would have been nice.
Do you guys do any freeze drying? We've looked at the Harvest Right freeze dryer. Our good friend Mark brought us samples from the Harvest Right freeze dryer. I like the idea. I don't like the price point, but we will eventually get a freeze dryer, I'm sure.
Do you have a remote to hook up? What's that mean?
I don't know.
A remote to hook up. I'm not sure.
This was actually something that I was actually pondering yesterday. So everybody's going lithium, right? Lithium, lithium, lithium. Is there any way when those things crap the bed 10 years from now?
Nope.
There's no way to recharge them, unlike a lead acid.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it.
So that's why they're doing it, because I was thinking while I was driving, I do a lot of driving, a lot of thinking. I was like, this is genius, because they'll change us all over. They'll make some crappy lead acid batteries that don't last long at all, because that's what they're doing. They last like 1 or 2 years, and average day people, they throw them away, right? So they're like, oh, we'll come out with the lithium, and then really, absolutely nobody can recharge these things at all, and they'll last way longer, and you'll have to like pay $1,000 for a car battery, and they'll last 10 years. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, wow, that's pretty wickedly ingenious, actually, how they're doing that, and how they're switching everything over to lithium when all the lead acid...
Planned obsolescence.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Mark wanted to know what you did today, James.
What did I do today?
Fishing?
No fishing.
No fishing.
No fishing. What did I do?
No leisure.
That's like...
Not that much.
Yeah, we say that, but then like if you think back... Like, actually, what did you do today? No, I'm just joking.
Milled up some
You milled
wood.
up the wood. Then after that, what did you... Oh, you worked on the website for quite a while.
Yeah, a couple hours.
For a couple hours.
Yeah.
And
then I made...
Joe, if you can recycle a lithium battery, that's $1 trillion idea.
Yeah. For real. So,
Yeah, I was talking to one of our friends.
He did do so much he can't remember. Yes.
And he said he uses this no-code Genius, and it's pretty expensive for the one he has. He has like a Pro no-code Genius, and it's a battery charger pack, but it's it has
Was
a
that Project
function
Farm?
on it that you can plug it into the wall, like not just use the chargeable option.
Oh my goodness. Thanks.
And there's a restore button on it, and he said if you take old batteries, as long as the old lead batteries are good, put new acid in them and press restore on that thing, it'll fix them all up.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Because I've been saving all of our lead acid batteries, and I haven't been like taking them into the scrapyard because I'm like, you know what? And I have like 5 or 6 of them laying around now, and I'm like, one day I will try to, or we will try to.
We love Project Farm.
Yeah. Oh, Project Farm all the way.
He's great.
Let's see.
Well, y'all, we've been on for 2 hours.
We've been on for 118 minutes.
Break some records here. We thank everybody for hanging out with us,
yes,
celebrating
thank you
70,000.
so much. Thank you.
We also celebrated 233 as a max. What you need, baby? You just want to give your daddy a hug, you sweet baby?
Yep, and thank you for everybody. Thank you so much for all of the buying of our products and everything like that. That's just,
and thank you for the
super chats. That's amazing.
Thank you for all the website purchases.
Yeah.
It's just been awesome.
Yeah, the discount will be on. We won't turn off the discount until tomorrow at like 10 p.m. So even after this live stream goes down, you will have some time to go over there and shop if you want to. But yeah, it's been a real big blessing, y'all. And
just watching.
Yeah, just watching.
Night, Mark. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Mm-hmm. Go to bed, get some sleep. Yeah, it's just a blessing. Just people that just watch and comment, and it's just been a really big blessing. And I'm just glad that we're no longer like it would be fine if we were the Texas Boys with perpetually 30,000 subscribers. I mean, that's fine, but it is nice to have a couple extra people to watch the videos. It's kind of nice. So then when we do go to like meetups and stuff, they're like, hey, it's been like 20 years and the Texas Boys are still at 30,000 subs.
Yeah, for real.
You know, and we're like, what do you do to make your channel grow? You know, so it is nice to have the channel at least growing a little bit. So, so that's definitely a big answer to prayer and definitely a big blessing. So, anyway, y'all, we're gonna go chill out and go to sleep probably. I don't know. It's 9 o'clock. I don't know if I really want to make dessert. I might just make some popcorn probably.
We'll announce. I don't know. I can't think of any meetups that are going to be anytime soon.
I don't know. The Oklahoma meetup was really good, though.
Yes, it was.
That was pretty good.
I was talking to Beau from Beau and Kelly at Better Together Life, and we were talking about how like Texas kind of homesteading, because Texas is its own country. So
it is
its
own
different.
country.
We're different down here, y'all.
Secret seems to be warning. Yes, I know.
We have several more really cool warning videos coming. Yeah. Like I said, the Amos Miller, keep your eyes out for that. That's coming Monday.
Yeah.
It's going to be
and
some really
don't
good
get
info.
burnt out. Don't think like we have to, for the YouTube algorithm to work right, we have to put warning on it. I'm sorry, but just don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're not trying to wear it out or clickbait it. And we're gonna probably
we're trying different things in different videos and stuff to see if we can get rid of the warning.
Free from the cycle.
But it will be so just don't get burnt out and be like, what in the world? Like the videos are good, but stop naming them warning. It's just the YouTube algorithm. Eventually it will change and they'll be like, you no longer need to do warning videos and you will do these videos or whatever. It's the way YouTube is, and
it would be really nice if Rumble's stock price just went through the moon, and Viva Fry switched over exclusively, which he's only got like 800,000 subs, but
only 800,000.
He signed a deal with Rumble and he's permanently leaving YouTube. And it would be great if there was some freedom platforms that
for real.
Would, because we have a Rumble channel, and we've made 14 cents on Rumble, so we won't be on Rumble exclusively anytime soon. Odyssey, they have a crypto type thing. The SEC came after them. We were doing very good on Odyssey, and then when the SEC challenged the crypto, it tanked. So that's what they do.
Yeah.
They Amos Miller the crypto, so there you go. But
yep, that's what they like to do. Yep. And for now, we're having loads of fun with
and we'll continue to use parentheses just to annoy Carlos. So we're going to incorporate more parentheses in our titles to create just to annoy Carlos.
The GooTube. Mark, I thought you were going to bed, buddy. Go to bed. Go to bed,
They
Mark.
do need... I honestly think, they're being liberal with what they're allowing, which is super sad even. That's it.
Yeah.
But part of it is the whole Civil War thing, but the other part is, they are going to feel the pinch eventually, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, Lord willing, we can just... we can use this platform as long as possible. Yep. We are trying to figure out some different ways, even like an email list and stuff like that, so then we can stay in touch with y'all. And just in case, any video could get us booted off YouTube. Yeah. That is the risk of making these videos and having the truth out there, is any video just like that, the whole channel will evaporate.
Yeah.
And that is very scary to think about, and I would be very sad, but that is the thing. That is the risk. With
and just keep that in mind. We are on Rumble.
Yeah.
We are on Odyssey.
So if we do evaporate, you can be like, oh wait, I think they are still over there at Odyssey and Rumble. So you can go check us out over there and subscribe. So anyway.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out. We will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for everything.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you so much.
Have a
All
good
right,
day.
bye-bye.